everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today is results day. It's the 23rd of August 2018, if you didn't know. I think I've had my results now. I'm scared, I don't want to open it. Time is now 3:45, so I've had these results quite a while, so it's all sunk in. Thought I would make this video because it might be interesting. I know that when I was in year 9 and 10, I used to watch them and be freaking out a little bit on the inside, but for some reason I just found them really interesting. Anyone else that's in year 11, I've been watching everyone else's as well, so it's something that I can look back on as well. So that's why I'm making this video. I don't really know how to start this one. Just say, when I got my results, I did cry, which I am so shocked about because I'm not a person that cries or is very emotional or anything when it comes to those sort of things. But I did, and I don't know why. I think it was just relief, or maybe just I don't know. I wasn't really nervous for results day. A lot of people didn't get sleep and things like that, but I was kind of just with the attitude it is what it is. You can't really change the results now. I think I was saying all of this, but I would get moments where I felt a bit sick in my stomach, especially this morning, and when I actually had to queue up to get my envelope, and then when I had my envelope I was really panicking. Go through what I got, the equivalents and things like that. I'll just tell you what I got. In maths, which I actually quite like maths. I never found it easy or anything, but I didn't mind practicing maths, because with revision it wasn't revising course topics, it was kind of just trying to do practice questions, which I didn't mind doing. In my mock I got a 7 in maths, I believe, and I was shook. I was like, what the hell, an A in maths? But in my actual GCSE I got a 9. I got a 9 in maths, and I've never been so happy. I was really chuffed with that, and obviously that was the first one that I saw, so I was like, oh my god, I got a 9, because I practically thought that 9s were impossible. I was like, 9s, I think it's 10% of everyone that got an A star, so I was like, that's pretty difficult. Textiles is my favourite subject, and this is the only subject I thought I could maybe get a 9 in it. If there was going to be one, that was going to be the one I got. I thought maybe an 8, I was hoping for an 8 basically, especially because I worked hard on my coursework, because it's mainly coursework, and I worked really hard on that. I actually got a 9 as well, which is really cool. So I got a 9 in textiles. I'm just really chuffed with that. Another one was geography. So in geography I got a 9, which is really crazy. And again, I do really like geography, so maybe that's why, and I really like the lessons as well. So maybe that's why I did better in that one. I was happy with that, but I did think in the exam that I'd messed up geography a little bit with some of the questions. I didn't think I did as well in some of them, but obviously I did. All 3 sciences, so I did separate science, so higher tier biology, chemistry and physics, separate. Got 9s in all of those as well, which is actually insane. So yeah, that meant overall I got 6 9s, which is pretty insane, and that was all in a line, so I just saw no. It got it in maths, geography, textiles, biology, chemistry, physics. I got all 9s in, which I'm really happy about. German is the next one, and in German it's not my strongest subject. Me and my friend, we always say about how we're not going to do well in German. I don't know, my nan's German. Obviously I grew up in England and things like that, so I never even learnt German until year 7. But yeah, so speaking, listening, reading and writing. And writing was definitely my strongest point, and speaking's really difficult, I find. So I'm really hard thinking things up on the spot. I'm not very good with that. She said that my predictor grade was a 7, and me and my friend was like, we're definitely not getting a 7 in German. I'm expecting a 4, 5 maybe. Actually, I got a 7, so somehow my teacher just knew I was getting a 7. I got a 7 in German, and I'm still chuffed about it. I can't believe it. I got an A in German. An A? How did I get an A in German? I'm mind blown. English literature. So this is I did Pride and Prejudice, Lord of the Flies and Romeo and Juliet, and then Love and Relationships poetry. I got an 8 in. I have never got an 8 in English before. I've been working at a 6 since year 9. Everything I've got a 6 in, apart from one 8 for Lord of the Flies, and I got an 8. and I don't even know how. I've not read Pride and Prejudice like fully through, and I've not read Lord of the Flies fully through. I've only ever gone through it in class, like going to the main bits and things, and I got an A star, and I did not know I was going to get that. That was a real surprise, especially because I found the English literature exams, like, they weren't really hard questions, but I didn't think I did well in them just because I didn't think English was my strong point. Like, all the quotations I found really hard learning and analysing. I don't know, I found it quite hard, English literature, but I think that's probably because I found it quite boring. Like, I don't really enjoy English, so I guess I don't do as well in it. We have English language, and this one is my worst one. In English language I got a 5, which I know is not a bad grade. It's still a high C, low B, but I am still quite annoyed about it, especially because I've got 6s consistently, and because of my other GCSE grades it's not consistent with them, and I didn't think that I would get a 5 in English language. I thought it would be in German so technically I'm better in German than English language but it probably was the surfers and the man with the face. It probably just wasn't my day. I think I must have just had a rough patch with English language. I'm over it now. I think, like, at first I was a bit upset about it, but I guess I can't change it, and I'm happy about my other grades as well. I'm never doing English again. I mean, I speak it, but I'm never going to write about surfers again. Next to that, you do English spoken language, so that's like you go up in front of your classmate and you prepare like a presentation about something. So mine was about mental health, and we just spoke about that, and I got a distinction in that, which was the highest. That just gets put as a D on your piece of paper. I'm really happy with that as well. I'm very scared about speaking up in front of people. Like, even though I do this, I find speaking in front of a large amount of people face to face is actually quite difficult. Quite proud that I got that, to be honest, because I was really nervous. It doesn't count towards your actual overall GCSE grade, it's just like an extra on the side. And then lastly, I took business. So in business overall I did applied business, and that meant I had I think it was 60% coursework, 40% exam, and I got an A. And again, like, obviously that's really good. I'm really happy with an A. I kind of was hoping for an A star in that, so I got an A star in my coursework, and I was really like high into that as well, like marks wise, into the A star. In the exam I actually got a B. The exam for business is really difficult. There's really tight grade boundaries, so I think it was like you could only lose 2 marks, and that's your A star gone. So I feel like maybe I'd lost maybe like 4 marks or something, and that had already brought me down to a B. I'm still really happy with that. I just was expecting an A star just because I did really well in my coursework, but I am really happy still. That was all my grades. It was quite intense, but I think it's all sunk in now a little bit. Overall I got 6 9s, 1 8, 1 7, 1 A and 1 5. So that is basically like 6 A stars I think. 1 A star, 2 A's and 1 low B, high C. That's everything that I got for my GCSE results. Just comment down below if it was your GCSE results day today and how you felt about them, and I'm sure you all did amazing, the best that you could. So you just got to stay calm, and yeah, I think if you keep your mind clear when you're in the exam, just try and do your best, and that's all you can do. I'm just happy it's all over, but I love it how I'm happy now, but in 2 years time it will be my A-levels and I've got 2 years of A-levels to do, which is probably going to be harder. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!